All right, we're going to look at the solid geometry for doing this hexagonal prism. Okay, I'm going to start out, just darken that view in over there, and I'm going to label this number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, and number 6 over there. I then come over here and I place those numbers onto the top surface over here. Number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, and number 6 over there. I then come down to the bottom. Underneath number 1 is number 7 over there. 7, number 8, number 9, number 10, number 11, and number 12. Place those over there. Number 7, number 8, number 9, number 10, number 11, and number 12 over here. Right. Once I've done that, I'm then going to look at where this cutting plane is cutting through this thing. You can see that I have got 2 lines over here. How do I know that I've got 2 lines? Well, I've got 7, 1, and I've got 6, 12, which means that that cutting plane is cutting through at 2 places. Okay? I'm going to call it A and B that it cuts through, and on 1, 7, I'm going to call that A, and at 6, 12, I'm going to call that B. Over here, you can see that there are 2 lines over there as well, 11 and 5 and 8 and 2. And so I need to put in another 2 letters, number C and D. I'm going to put number C over there and number D over there. And then you come over here and you can see that there are 2 numbers there and 2 numbers there, which means that I'm cutting through 2 lines as well. Where are those 2 lines? Well, let's just take a line going back over here. There it is, going back over there. And I have got E and F over there. I'm going to place E over here and F over there. Once I've done that, I can then start looking at drawing the top view, the left view, and the right view with that cutting plane. What I'm going to do first is I'm going to drop lines down from all of these points on the cutting plane first. Let's just get a sharpened pencil. And I'm going to drop a line down from E and F. I'm going to drop a line down from C and D. I'm going to drop a line down from A and B. And then I'm going to take those lines across into the left view and the right view. And from that point, left view going to the right view, left view going to the right view. And now I can start dropping those points down into my drawing. Let's have a look at this. I'm going to fly my little eagle above this thing, and my eagle needs to see that cutting plane, so this top section needs to be cut away. Right, let me take these measurements. Darken in this XY axis as well, quite important. Just draw an XY axis for yourself and label it X and Y. Right, I'm going to take the measurements from my XY axis to 1. And I'm going to find number 1 over there, and I'm going to drop it down. Now, I want you to just look at this idea. Do I need number 1 to be drawn into this drawing? No. At the end of the day, number 1 has actually been cut away. So let's just look at dropping the cutting plane down first, and then we can look at what we actually need to draw. There is A. I find A. I drop that down into the drawing in my top view. I find A. I take it across. I put it into my right view, I take it across, and I put it into my left view. Let's just do that. And I can label that A, and A over there. Right, let's do B. Take it across to B, go to B, drop it down into this view, mark it off, take it across into the left view, mark it off, take it across into the right view, mark it off, and label it B, B, and B. Right, let's do C. There is C. Go to C, drop it down into this view, take it across into this view, left view, take it across into the right view, mark it off, label it C, C, and C. Same story with D. Take D, take it over here, drop it down to top view, take it across to the left view, and take it across to the right view. D, D, and D. Do the same thing with E. There is E. Find E, drop it down, mark it off, take it across, mark it off, and take it across and mark it off. There is E, E, and E. Let's do F. Take that. There's F. Take it down, mark it off, go across over there. There's F. Mark it off on the left and mark it off on the right. And I have got F, 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 and F. Right, once I've got that, next thing is to put those things together, draw that in very, very quickly. Right, let's look at the section views. Now, what you can see over here is I have dropped some green lines coming down over here, and I've also got some green lines going across there, but you'll see that I've got red lines coming across that way. And there's a reason for that. Well, first of all, you can see that I've hatched those cutting planes, so I can definitely see the cutting plane that I've cut. There is what the eagle is going to be looking at from the top, okay? It can see that cutting plane, but is also able to see all the information of what's happening below that cutting plane. So all of these numbers over here that you can see, the green stuff coming down into the top view, those are going to be still very much part of my picture. Right, I'm going to do that quickly. I know that I've got a point view going between point A and point 7. There is point A and point 7, and if you look at it, my eagle is able to see that line. So I'm going to take a line going straight across from A to 7. Why is it that I don't need to measure that? Well, if you look at this, A and 7 are the same distance away from the XY axis. Therefore, if I drop that down, there is A, and 7 is exactly the same distance, which means that that line is going to be parallel to the XY axis if it is a point view over here. Right, B and 12, I'm going to have exactly the same story. I'm going to be able to draw a line over there, and I know that I have got point 7 and point 12 over there, and I'll be able to join that up with a line. If I've got a line over here and I've got a line over there, then I must have a line in my drawing. Right. Okay, the next thing that I'm going to look at is C and 8. C and 8 are in line with each other, and D and 11 are in line with each other. So I need to take a line down from 8 and 11, and I'm going to link that up. Here is D coming across to point 11, and C coming across to point 8. Right, I can continue, and I'm going to draw a line going between 12 and 11, and a line going between 8 and 7. I also have these lines over here at 4 and 3, okay? Let's just have a look at getting those in place. Take a measurement from 3, go over there, drop it down, pop it into the drawing. That is 3. And I'm going to take the distance from 4 over there, take it down, place it in my drawing. There is my 4. Now you should find that that links up with this stuff over here. But there we go. Okay. And there we go. And I know that there is a line going between E and 3. And I know that there is a line going between F and 4. And I know that there is a line going between 4 and 3. All right, continuing with this, you can see that I've got 3 and 4 over there. Now, 3 and 4 are going to go down to 9 and 10. You can see 3 connects to 9, and 4 will connect to 10. So I have a line coming down from 10 and from 9. And I can now draw hidden detail going across from 4 to 10. Let me just get a pencil over here. There we go. Pencil, it works. Hidden detail. Why? Because those lines are on the other side of the thing and you won't be able to see it from the top. I obviously know that I have a line that's going to go between 3 and 9, 9, sorry, let's just do that, 9 and 10. Got a line that's going between there. And I obviously have a line that's going to go between 10 and 11 over here. There is a line going between 10 and 11 over there. There is a line going between 10 and 11 over there. Therefore, there must be a line going between 10 and 11 over there. If you have the two numbers, you will be able to see it in the view. Okay. Right, next thing, I need to look at drawing this view over here from this side over here. There's the little man, and he's able to see that surface. You can see that I drew the little surface over there, but you can see these green lines coming out over here, showing me that I can still see that bottom section as well. So I'm going to do the same story. I'm going to be able to see lines coming down from A down to 7, and from B down to 12 over there. Here I go, A coming down to 7, B coming down to 12. I can label those two, 7 and 12 over there. I have C. C is going to come down to 8. So C comes down to 8, which is over there. Sorry, I took those down to 7 and 12 are in the wrong places. 12, let's just make sure that I don't make that mistake. Didn't follow across correctly. Okay, there we go. Okay, and I need to just rub those two numbers out there. I knew I'd done something wrong there. Okay, so there is my C coming down to 8 and my D coming down to 11. Okay, and I will also have my point number 10 at the bottom over here and point number 9. Let's just find that. Point 10 and point 9, there's that distance from 9. Find that, go across there, plop it down over there. That's point 9. 10, measure that off, come down, take it across, measure that off. So I've got point 9 and point 10 over there. And I will be able to draw in that base. Why can I see the base? I'll show you now. There we go. There to there, there to there. There to there, from there to there, and from there to there. If you look at it, my little man standing over here, he will be able to touch that base if he's looking at it, so he can see that base in the view. I will also have lines going from 9, going up to point 3 over there. So I won't be able to see that, it's on the opposite side. That would be in hidden detail, going up over here, continuing until I meet 3 over there, and 10 going up over here. And sorry, that should actually link up with this line over here. These lines should be directly in line with each other. Accuracy is not that great. There we go, that would link up at the top over there with 3 and 4 over there. I also know that I have a line which is going to go from E to 3. So E going to 3 in hidden detail over here. And F to 4 over there. And I have a hidden detail line going between 3 and 4 over there. Not done very dark, so there we go. There it is, you can see that hidden detail going across there. Right, there is the drawing done for that view. I now want to look at it from the right. Now, what's going to happen in the right is I'm going to come over here and I'm going to have to cut away the base of this thing in order to see that cutting plane. Let's just do that. There's the little man. He must be able to see the cutting plane. You can see the cutting plane done, and you'll see that I've got red lines coming out from the top. Okay, unlike the green lines coming out from the bottom over there. And I can now draw in these lines over here. So I've got F and E going to C and D, etc., etc. What do I have at the top here? I need to take these points across from 1 over there. There's 1. Take it across, pop it into the view, mark it off as 1, and over there, 6 over there. Take that across, pop it into the view over there. There is 6 over there. I need point 2. There we go. There's 2 coming across. Pop it into the view over there. 2. I need to take 5 across as well. There's 5 over there. Go across into the view. There's 5 over there. Let's just do that. Whoops. 5 over there. Just want to check where 2 is. 2, I took incorrectly. There we go. Take it across. Yeah, there's 2. Sorry, I put 2 in the wrong place. There is 2. Just scratch that out. Okay, let's have a look. C and 2 join up. Now you can see it's a point view over there. Therefore, it will be parallel to the XY axis. 5 and D, they join up. You can see 5 and D, 5 and D. I can then join up 6 and 5. I can join up 6 and 1. I can join up 1 and 2. And then I have a look over here, and you can see that there is a line going between 2 and E. Okay, so 2 and E, there's a little line that's going to go over there. And there's going to be a line going between 5 and F over here. And there you go. That is basically everything that you need, except for the hidden detail. I have a line coming down over here as hidden detail, going from 1 to A, hidden detail, and from 6 to B over there. I'll have hidden detail going down there. And that is everything that you need. Cool. I'm going to get the true shape of the cutting plane. First step is release the page from your board and place that cutting plane in line with the ruler so that you can then transfer that information down at 90 degrees to the cutting plane. There we go. Stick your page down with some masking tape, and now you can transfer some lines coming straight down at 90 degrees to that cutting plane using a nice pencil over here. There we go. From there, and from there. I'm then going to draw in a XY axis over here. Label it X and Y. And now I'm going to transfer those measurements from E and F. From E, follow it down, mark it off, label it as E. F, go there, find F, take it down to the new XY axis, mark it off, there's F. C, find C. C over there, take it down, mark it off. D, there's D, find D, take it down to the XY axis over here, mark it off. A, there's A, find A, take it down, mark it off. A, B, there's B, find B, take it down, mark it off. There's D, B. Once I've got that, I can then draw in the cutting plane very rapidly. That. Those two are at 90 degrees to the XY axis, and that over there. Once you've done that, you can take your 45-degree set square and you can quickly hatch that. I'm just going to hatch it with a color just to show that hatching should be done with a 0.3 pencil. Okay, try and keep the spacing as even as possible. I'm just rushing this a bit to get you something. Right, there you go. There is the answer, and hopefully you can get that done.